Good morning, Matani sir. Welcome, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Sir, participants are now joining. Sir,
Okay,
please wait
we
for
can wait.
2-3 minutes. Sir.
We can wait, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Good morning, Matani sir.
Good morning, madam.
Okay. Ranjit sir, we are waiting for some more participants to join, or can we start the session?
We just wait for 2-3 minutes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm ready, no problem.
Okay, so let's wait for 2 more minutes. Let more
Yes.
join the meeting.
Okay. Madam, screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay.
Ranjit sir, can we start the session now? Rest of the participants will be joining meanwhile.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Start.
Okay. Good morning, all dear participants, and I welcome you in the third day of this ATAL FDP on design thinking. And I welcome expert of the talk, Professor Ashok Matani. This is my pleasure to introduce you all with Professor Ashok Matani. Professor Ashok Matani did PhD in mechanical engineering, and his areas of interest includes energy conservation, industrial engineering, productivity, industrial management, operation management, entrepreneurship, water conservation, and environment. He presented more than 114 number of research technical paper in seminar, conferences, and organized in Indian Institute, NITs, and CGFI. Published more than 26 in Scopus Index journals. Professor supervised 4 PhDs, and Professor has been awarded with 9 Best Paper Awards in conferences
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
organized in IITs and NITs of national importance. Professor delivered more than 150 expert lecture in STTP and FDP at international and national conferences. So we are very thankful for accepting our invitation for being expert in this FDP, and I welcome you again. I request you to share your words of wisdom with us.
Hmm. Good morning to all of you. Thanks for kind introduction. And first of all, I should thank organizers for taking the pains for organizing this FDP and have interaction between participants and me. Because this is the platform where we can meet and we can have dialogue, we can have interaction, we can share our experiences, our knowledge, and this is really means a uh, uh, tough task for coordinators to manage all these things, particularly in online when some technical problems might be arising at some institutes or some occasions. But anyhow, they are means organizing very nicely. We should thank and appreciate them. Oh, sir, sir, camera is without camera. Will it serve?
Yeah. Okay, sir. No
Okay.
issues. Sir.
Camera from my side I am doing, but it is not okay. The
Okay.
PPT is visible, no?
No. Uh,
Yes, it's
yes, sir.
visible.
Okay, okay. Now, my topic for discussion here is relevance and applicability of design in modern context. Now, design thinking, it is an iterative process in which we seek to understand the user, challenge assumptions, and redefine problems in attempt to identify alternative strategies and solutions that might not be instantly apparent with our initial level of understanding. This design thinking provides solution-based approach to solve the problems. It is the way of thinking and working as well as collection of hands-on methods. Now, this involves a deep interest in developing an understanding of people for whom we are designing the products or services. Now, here I will be highlighting majority of the contents with related to educational institutions because we are providing these products as our skilled engineers, skilled graduates, and even in some of the cases we are providing our services in terms of consultancy, R&D, research, PhD guidance, and other activities. So hence, we educational institutions are also just like industry where we are having these stakeholders, our board of governor member, then our students, our customers, then industries to whom we are providing our manpower, technical manpower, society, government, to whom we are providing our expertise and our engineers for different services and different purposes. This helps us to observe and develop the empathy with the targets used. This design thinking helps us in process of questioning the problem, questioning the assumptions, and questioning the implications. Because nowadays there are some arguments that these students, these engineers are not having skill, and they are means only 30 to 40% engineers are employable, for which the industries are requiring that minimum requirements of skills. But anyhow, we will be doing that. Ki how these students can be made with full skills and all rounders, so that they will be means all of the engineers will be employable. And because there is no problem of employment in even from starting and still today also the problem is of skill, the desired skills which are required by industries and our engineers are not possessing, hence there is mismatch. And we are there are arguments and they are quoting the engineers are not employable, but these are engineers, they can be made employable, just we have to put some attitudes in that, some skills. So this design thinking is extremely useful for tackling problems that are ill-defined and unknown by reframing the problem in human-centric ways. And this adopts in hands-on approach in prototyping and testing. This involves ongoing experimentation, sketching, prototype testing, and trying out our concepts and ideas. Now there are 5 phases of design thinking. That is, emphasize means with your users, define what your users needs, what are their expectations, what they demand, and what we are supplying. Whether our engineers or to whom we which we are means producing or making the products, whether they are as per their requirements or not, or where they require some training, retraining. Even teachers, you and me also require a retraining, because now you are attending this training not only for the purpose of cash or career advancement scheme or 360 degree of ASET, but majority of us are also requiring that we should learn something from new. Even my age is 59, but beyond that, I am always trying to learn something new in terms of means interaction with our participants, our means faculty members, our students. Even I also learn from my students also, because these days some of the students are quite sharp as compared to us. Hence, we should have that much vision, that much mindset. Ki teacher means not means all rounder. Even he is having some lacunas, and we should accept that in mind, and we should learn from our students, from our environment, from the surroundings, what is going on. There is no problem in that. Then ideate means by challenging assumptions and creating ideas for innovative solutions. Then prototype, we can make some prototype to start creating solutions and test. Just like in new product development, we are making some prototypes and then test marketing, and after that we are launching the product. Same, test the solutions, test the means alternatives. Now, Stanford Business School, they have made this design thinking process and define that, in which these are the 5 steps, in which empathize means interviews, shadowing, seek to understand, and non-judicial, then define, then personas, role objectives, decisions, challenges, pain points. We to design that. Where are our pain points? Where we can have feeling of that, we can feel that gaps. We should refine that.
Excuse
And
me, sir. Sir,
yes,
sorry for interruption.
yes.
Sir, your slide is not moving.
No, no, this is, but slide is visible, na?
Ah, yes, sir, it is visible.
I'm reading that idea. It is that this hexagonal shape you are observing on that.
Some participants are asking for that, sir. Okay. You are not
Okay.
moving then. It's okay, sir.
No, no, because I'm reading that, because there are some
Oh,
sketches. That's why I will stop there. That slide there.
okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Then ideate in that we share the ideas. All ideas should be worthy, diverge or converge or yes, and thinking and prioritize. We can prioritize which should be done first or which should be done at later stage. Then prototypes, in which that mock-ups, then storyboards, keep it simple, fail fast and iterate the quickly, and test, understand the implements, then what works, role play and iterate quickly. Now, this is the design thinking where we are finding that these are some of the symbols where we can have that idea, that is emphasize, then define, ideate, prototype, and test. So these, we are all designers. We have to make that. All these are the these diagrams are in which we are finding that empathize means develop a deep understanding of the challenge. We should accept that challenge. What is going on? We cannot keep our eyes closed, because the challenge is almost a new thing is happening every day, and we have to accept that. I am not criticizing our curriculum or our education pattern, but the fact is that our curriculum, our learning methods are comparatively older, 10, 15 years old, whereas the technology which is now available, it is latest. Means yesterday what happened, it is yet to come in form of books, in forms of literature. It will take 5 to 10 years up till now what is happening. Hence, we can accept that, and we should do immediately. That is empathize and define. Clearly articulate the problems you want to solve. What are the problems? Whether we can solve, or we can take assistance of any consultant, any expertise, or any collaboration with any other university or any professionals, so that we can offer our services and solve the problems. Then ideate, brainstorm the potential solutions, select and develop your solution. Suppose in a case, some of the institutions, they are getting the consultancy from industries. So it is not that they are having ready-made solutions. In that, they are faculty, they are experts, are so they are making some teams, they are brainstorming the discussions, and after that, they are selecting and developing the full solution. Because I'm highlighting the case in which on October 20, Mumbai and New Mumbai areas, they were in the dark, means power was off for half an hour, and there were arguments, or there were critics ki this can be the cause or the attempt of Chinese malware, because the infrastructure in Mumbai, electricity infrastructure, this was of Chinese made, and hence some critics came ki this can be the malware, Chinese malware, because Chinese are famous in there. Chinese are means expert in this anti-social activities and some different unwanted things, just like we are facing corona and other diseases. That this is the result of that. And after that brainstorming, that one team of IIT Mumbai, they were having some teams, and they came to conclusion that this was not Chinese malware. This was the human error, which our engineers could not, sense that. And the Mumbai was in dark for half an hour. But take example of Karachi, Mumbai, Pakistan, in which 3 4 months back, the means 50% of the country, Pakistan, was in dark because of the mismatch of the frequency failure, because the frequency gone to 48.5 hertz, less than 48.5 hertz, and whole system tripped in Pakistan. Nearly 50% of population was in dark, whereas our engineers, they have been so much skilled and trained, and they have restored within half an hour. So this is there, and this report was submitted by IT professors to government of Maharashtra, and this means they ideated that what can be the causes, what were the reason for failure. Then prototype, design the prototype or series of prototypes to test all parts of our solution. Then test, engage in a continuous short cycle innovation process to continually improve the design. Now, this is empathize, means who are the end users and what values, perspectives, conversation, and focus groups are there. Then define what are the core principles, definition of terms, organizing theories, conceptual frameworks. Then ideate what is possible, whether it is possible or not, or it can be some alternative remedial measures can be there. Then creative thinking is there, brainstorming, no judgment, divergent ideas, then convergence and prioritize. Then prototype, propose the solutions, rapid mock-ups, and iterate for feedback, fail and retry. Then test, elicit the feedback, what worked, what failed. Means we have to analyze that. Okay, whether whatever solutions we have implemented, whether this was 100% foolproof or where some lacunas were there, so that we can offer 100% solutions, 100% remedies. Then understand the problems and try again, because there is always chance for improvements. Japanese believe in zero waste. They are always working for higher productivity, even though they are achieving 100% productivity. Beyond that, they are working for refinement. It is just like example of cricket matches. Previously, the cricket matches were organized in 5 day test matches. Then revolution come in which one day international came. Then after that one day 50-50 overs match came, and then came 2020. Now here we are comparing, just I am comparing how there is chance for refinement or improvement in one day international when 50-50 overs matches were organized, and in that the one team who scored at nearly 300 runs maximum. It's near range up to 50 to 270 runs in 50 overs. Means they were obtaining or means gaining these runs in 50 overs. Then the speed come, refinement come, and these in 2020 nearly 250 runs are coming now in 20 overs. Means they have reduced 60% inputs, means 20 overs means 30 overs minimize. Means out of 50 only 20 overs have been played, means 60% input is less and nearly same output, nearly same, not exact same but nearly. Means at 40% we are obtaining the same results. Means this is the where we are finding that some record they are making, even some old records are Michael Phelps, we are knowing he has made 8 world records in swimming. He has broken his records, his own records. Means he has always refined in that. 8 in Olympic medals, Olympics, he has made 8 gold medals, Michael Phelps, in swimming. Means he has always refined, he has worked on that, how it can be possible. The same is here. Now, design thinking teaches to question, which it raises the question why we should do, what our requirements, what our stakeholders demanding, why students are not joining our college. To these we should have question. Then design thinking makes you empathize with the users. We have to interact with our users, our stakeholders, our parents, our students, our society and government system, everything, even our management, our board of governor members, government even, who was a means of financing and administering us. We have to make interaction with them. Then you learn the 21st century skills, because nowadays 21st century always skill refinement is there. New technology is coming. Now mechanical engineers cannot tell ki this is IT related and I will not learn this software, because I have been at Mumbai and in Sardar Patel College of Engineering, my colleague is there, and he was we were discussing in one of the conference, and he was saying ki the students from SP College of Engineering in second year they learn 8 software, mechanical engineers. because these are the minimum requirements, 8 softwares. Whereas in other colleges, except IITs and NITs, I have not seen ki students in second year, they are learning 8 software. In final year, anyhow, they are learning. Means in second year, they are learning. So that whenever company visits for campus interview, they are easily absorbed in that. Because they are tuning with that. Since they are in Mumbai, hence they are having quite good interaction with industries, companies, and our latest developments, competition is there, hence they are updating that. So hence we have to make that lines of that. And design thinking teaches you to be open-minded and flexible. We should be open-minded. We should flexible, not rigid. Whatever changes we feel ki it is acceptable and it will work, we should immediately change that. Our curriculum, our methodology should be in that way. Because up till now we are finding that syllabus are 15, 20 years old, even books 30 years back syllabus. Means this is one what we call one generation back. So hence our students are not up to mark, which company is expecting. Hence we are telling or we are listening the words from companies. Your engineers are not employable, are not possessing skills. This is because we have not been able to provide that skills are in tuning with the companies. But we have to open-minded and flexible. Whatever companies are telling, we should immediately train our teachers, retrain our teachers. Because no teacher should say, ki, no, this is my now I am on the verge of retirement, I will not learn. This is not acceptable. Even the teacher is the lifetime student. He should learn each and everything, even though it will be new for him. He should try to attempt and he will learn. When students are learning, we can also learn. We should have just open-minded and we should be flexible. I will do that. And design thinking skills are needed in your academics too also, because these even I hope means when preparing this design thinking means lecture, even a majority of the IIMs they are offering the 6 month certificate courses, diploma courses, IIMs, IITs, NITs. They are offering these design thinking innovation courses, 6 months diploma courses in IIM Kozhikode. Even whenever you are visiting any Indian Railway website, in that advertisement of IIM Kozhikode is always there. That is on design thinking skills. This is the sketch. Now this in which some sketches are there where more creative means more ideas are clear with the help of symbols. That is objective, target is there, then sketch, then idea, brainstorming. So this is there. Then it is the results of one research in which they have come to conclusion that critical thinking in problem solving is gaining 60% weightage, attention to detail 56, communication 46, ownership 44, leadership 44%, interpersonal skill and teamwork 36, wit and curiosity 16. Now, this design thinking as a culture to drive innovation in education is increasing students and faculty engagement. Here we are engaged with that. We to make interaction with our students. We should organize activities in collaboration with industries, some government departments, even AICT and UGCs. They are offering some stipend for innovative projects. Project competitions are going on, and they are sponsoring for that. Even FIST is there, Frontiers in Science and Technology, in which AICT is giving 2 lakh rupees stipend for students for UG and PG. Even NDF, National Doctorate Fellowship, AICT, they are providing this NDF for just like QIP, PhD, QIP, in which these students are paid to get qualified students. They are paid 3 years stipend, nearly 36,000 per month, just like as good as the starting salary of teachers in any college, polytechnic or degree college. They are taking that stipend so that the students should develop the research culture, research attitudes, and this 3 years PhD program is there, in which my college is Amravati College is involved in that. And we are training these students, we are admitting these students, and they are doing PhD. At the same time, of course, they are taking 8 hours contact hours plus research culture, research attitudes are developed in that, and they are means even my I insist my students and colleagues ki we should depute our students in IITs, NITs, and various conferences wherever good conferences of their topics are going on. We should do that. We are publishing the papers in good Scopus index journals, Web of Science journals, UGC care listed journals, because this is their requirement. SAT NDM requirements. Otherwise, their stipend will be stopped if they are not doing that. Minimum 2 papers in 1 year they have to publish and present in IITs and NITs. And publishing is Scopus Index Journal, 2 papers. Every student. Otherwise, his scholarship is stopped. Hence, it is compulsory part. This data analysis helps teachers to understand their students' learning abilities and challenges and facilitates an ingrained cultural process that uses detailed inputs to ensure optimal outputs or results for students. Because I'm now presently working with my one PhD scholar, and we have visited on this currency notes wastage processing. When means notes banned, 500 and 1000 currency notes were banned in India, and can be the problem, because we cannot throw these notes on the road, in the water, or any on soil or on anywhere, because we do make that recycling, otherwise it will be creating environmental problems, and we are working on that one project in which we have visited Navsari. In Navsari Agriculture University, we have visited Raj Ratan Industries in Indore, and we are now visiting in Kannur. That's a WIPL this one project. This is central government organization. They are means recycling this or processing this wasted note into some convertible and reusable products or granules, so that this can be reused. So this is means when we have visited there, then we come. I also came to new things what is going in that companies, because in theory it is not available there in books, because this was the new challenge to government of India to curb the black money and corruption in that, and hence they have come to conclusion. Honorable Prime Minister has declared that notebandi, this note currency, 500 and 1000 notes were banned, and now this disposal and this recycling is going on, and we are working on that, in which we have come to, of course this work is going on, still 6-7 months our work is pending our, but we are taking that results, and we are coming to conclusion that this can be possible. It is not the waste, which it can be recycled, reused. Our aesthetics is coming good, some aesthetics are coming. When we have visited some doors, some paperweight, some other models are preparing. So this is possible. Means these notes are not wasted. These can be recycled in that. This data-driven decision making, it is defined as using facts, metrics, and data to guide strategic business decisions that align with goals and objectives. An organization needs to make data-driven decision making the norm, creating the culture that encourages creating thinking and curiosity. The purpose of DDMs to help educators, schools, districts, and states to use information they have to actionable knowledge to improve our student outcomes, because this is required. We should share our
Sir,
data. Yes, yes,
sorry to disturb. We are seeing slide 2 of 140 still. Are we changing the slide?
yes. Now it is okay.
No, it's not changing. It's still slide 2.
1 minute. Now, sir. Now, can it?
Can you please put on a slide mode, please?
Now these are changing, sir.
It is now it is slide 15, I think, but not able to see it.
That data-driven decision making, it is now displayed on your screen.
Data-driven decision making, yes, sir.
But any of slide you are able to see.
Sir, is it possible to put it on slide mode?
Oh, this is in slideshow. Because it is at current in which this is a 17, 15 slide from my side. So whether from your side it is that data-driven decision making it is displayed.
Now it is shown the slide number 15, sir.
1 minute. That I will be enlarging full, and we can. 1 minute. I'm going to that side. Now it is okay, sir. Now okay.
No, sir. Still, it is not showing in the slideshow.
Then, 1 minute. Now it is okay.
No,
Now it is changing.
it is moving, but it is not showing the full screen.
So because this slideshow, if I'm doing, then you are not able to see. But in this, if you are able to see, then we can continue with this type. Because from my side, I'm doing this full screen. But
Okay.
but in your screen it is not visible. Hence, if this is functioning, then we can discuss in that. Now it is there, sir. One sketch is the bar chart is there.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I will do in that. Otherwise, this will be creating problem because you should also see these slides now. Otherwise, I am telling it you are not able to read, then it will be some mismatch will be there. But anyhow, we will do solve that. Now it is. Now you are able to read that slide.
Yes, slide number
Okay.
14. Yes, sir. It is
In
moving.
this pattern, we continue, sir. Huh? Please.
Okay.
Yes. Now, this data-driven decision making is defined as using facts, metrics, and data to guide strategic business decisions that align with goals, objectives, and initiatives. Organization needs to make data-driven decision making the norms, creating culture that encourages critical thinking and curiosity. The purpose of DDM is to help the educators, schools, districts, and states to use information. They have to actionable knowledge to improve student outcomes. Because whatever knowledge we are having, we should share with our colleagues, our students, our employee means stakeholders, even to our government, even whatever data. Of course, if it is in printable and no any objection that we should publicize that data so that society at large will be beneficial because we are finding that nowadays even I am receiving some of the emails and phone calls up from one just like you, one of my colleagues, just like you are, in which whenever there is any PhD defense of their students and they are sharing that site or that means a link with common to all. I mean, nowadays, previously this PhD defense was only in the hall or in the room, means so experts and a guide was there and a student was there. Now this has been made open to all. Even Pune city, they are making that in CVP Pune, they are means whenever there is any defense of any engineering student or PhD, so this one circular is routed to all faculty, those who are registered or those who are willing to listen or have some discussion there, and they are invited in that hall. Means it is now open panel discussion, what we call, because whatever the student has done research work, it is open to all because this is final defense, PhD defense. After that, PhD degree is awarded to students. So why this come? Because this whatever, suppose there are any suggestions of any experts or some lacunas are there, then they can be rectified immediately. So that whatever, even of course those who are doing PhD, definitely they are 100% foolproof, no problem in that. But whatever suggestions are coming from experts, from colleagues, we should take in positive sense because these they have gone through 10, 15 years back, or this is their experience that we should thank these experts. At least they are offering their comments. I am always means inviting these comments or any suggestion. If anything is going left, then we should learn and we should rectify that. There is no harm in that, feeling guilty or anything, because we are working in one direction. Probably my colleague, my friend, or my student will be thinking in other aspect. Hence, we should accept that. We should have that much vision, that much open-mindedness. So we should share that data with society to our colleagues so that suppose even some even I am recommending to my some of the students, those who are doing MTech and PhD, ki why not you are making these as a patent to government of India or any country, because this is novel project. Because those who are working in PhD, definitely it is novel project, novel work is there. All are working, taking so much pains are there in doing PhD, 3 years minimum coursework and all these activities, and after that means some of the students, those who are doing PhD, they are always criticizing their guide. Ki he is harassing, he is giving some trouble, but don't take it otherwise. He is. We should thank our guides, our experts. At least they are taking some time to guide us. If they are not taking, then we will not be that much perfect. I am of that opinion. We should encourage and we should respect our guides and our these colleagues. Ki, sir, you offer your comments and whatever works is pending, I will do, and after that I will submit PhD. No problem in that. You will be getting PhD, no problem in that, because whatever your examiner and open defense, it when it is open defense means this is for your refinement. Don't be discouraged by that. I am telling to even guides or to students, research scholars. Take it in positive sense because this will be your foolproof. Indirectly, hidden benefit of this is after that you can submit that to patent form, or you can have some consultancy. Because I have seen that even some of the at least in IoT and computer applications nowadays, majority of patents are going on. Just you refine one new concept, give new idea, and your patent is awarded. Means there is so many potential in these areas. This the purpose. This DDM requires high quality data and possibly technical assistance. Otherwise, data can misinform and lead to unreliable inferences. Now, this data-driven decision making is process that involves collecting data based on measurable goals or key performance indicators, analyzing patterns and facts from these insights, and utilizing them to develop strategies and activities that benefit the business in number of areas. This data analytics in education can improve administrative decision making and organizational resource allocation. Even we are finding we can get that grants, financial grants from our administrators, from our controllers, from our director office, or from university. They can know which facilities in the school of the is good or not. Even there were some smart classrooms have been made under TQ, in which the problem was there. Okay, at least where this in on my old college, UG course, PG course, and PhD course. So we have been running these three courses, and we have been provided only one room for this with a smart room, smart classroom, in which all this TV and this laptop and computer facilities are there, OHP facilities there, everything is there. That is smart classroom. TV is there also. But the problem is ki how to share that, because every person now wants smart classroom, and this is only one, and minimum three classes are going on UG, PG, and PhD. Then we have come to conclusion ki why not share that and plan the timetable and schedule that, so that a majority of the teachers will be benefited. Even though we have make some zero or before 10:30 classes, zero hour what we call, or after that 5:30, or on weekends or public holidays, or second for Saturday and Sundays, we can take that. So that facilities, even though facility is restricted, limited, but we can utilize. So hence this come to know okay, what are facilities and how we can use that. This data analysis concentrated information to provide the big picture of trends and patterns for higher education leadership that can be used to evaluate and streamline the process, create efficiencies, and improve the overall student experience. We are finding that some of the institutions they are offering or organizing these project competitions, in which no even students they are very zero fees, no any tuition fee, no registration fees, and nothing. Just have your ideas and present that. Even though nowadays it is online, but the activities are going on, in which even I encourage my students to participate in that. Even if you will not be getting any prize or not selected in that, but try to attempt, so that if your project is accepted, means this is carrying some novelty, because their experts, their reviewers are so highly means educated and highly means good ideas behind that. And when it is accepted, means this is what you are working, you are on right track. So this helps us, this guides us the indication that we are on the right path. Then teaching analytics. This is new theoretical approach that combines teaching experience, visual analytics, and design-based research to support the teacher with diagnostic and analytic pedagogical ability to improve the quality of teaching. So because we are finding nowadays, since last 2 years, we are submitting, at least in Maharashtra, we are submitting this 360-degree feedback for our confidential reports. This is recommended by AICT, and even in UGC also, they have made that prescribe that formats, and marks are allocated for each activity, in which means almost we have teacher want have our teacher must be all rounder. That only he will be able to continue in the job. To find one fine morning, you might be reading one of the circular from AICT or UGC or Minister of HRD. Those who are not fulfilling this minimum criteria as per, of course, per cadre, assistant professor, associate and professor, and senior professor, there are marks are there, and so criteria is there. If we are not fulfilling these marks, then probably our job might be in danger. Because now in 7th pay, we are paying good, comparatively good salary as compared to other industry and other government departments, and we are paying very good salary. But considering now 360 parameters, we have to tune with the competition, because in IITs, NITs, it is there. Even in universities, those teachers who are not publishing the papers in IITs and NITs, they are given one memo from one vice chancellor of that university. Ki why not you have presented the paper? Because there is no problem of any grant in universities. Just you demand that money and you will be getting that money from your administrators and they are providing you, sponsoring that project, that fees. Just you put your ideas and present there or publish in good quality reviewed journals so that why the hidden fact is that the interest of administrator or vice chancellor is ki he gets recognized ki his university is working, he is active, because in majority of the universities it is competition is there. Even we are finding that NRF rankings are top 500 universities of the world now. NRF ranking that is published by Government of India or NBA, NAC, what every year it is means every institution it is compulsory to be NBA accredited. Otherwise, because AICTE have made ki those institutions which are not NBA accredited, they will not be getting any financial grant sponsorship. So this is condition of AICTE. Even in autonomous colleges, if they are not NBA accredited, their autonomy will be in danger. And these NBA and NAC norms are that ki whatever things we are doing, we have to put in black and white form. Almost we are doing, majority of the institutions are doing, but they are not making the records. It is just sort of record keeping and some new additional activities. Hence, we have to take some pains, not much, but this is going on and we can do comfortably. Just we have to be somewhat active because teaching is somewhat passive job in which a majority of the teachers, I'm not criticizing my colleagues and don't take it otherwise. Otherwise, you will be criticizing ki sir as a means certified ki we are passive, not passive, but you are not aware of the facts and so you are not taken that much initiatives. And my advice to all participants is please be more active. You are active, but for 360, for NRF ranking, you have to be more active. Hence, this 360 is the good means instrument or tool for us to be in tune with the society, in tune with the competition. That is quite good. I have seen and I have submitted my 360 form every year. We are submitting that form to our employer in on the basis of which we are assess and confidential reports are done. Because in case we are, it is minimum requirement is there. We should possess minimum B plus. Now in from the 2 years back, government of Maharashtra made this A confidential report. It should be A grade. So we should have A grade awarded. So for A grade, it is comparatively somewhat difficult, but we have to make that. Otherwise, no any associate professor will be promoted to professor in case. So it is requirement is there in which two patents are there, three PhD should be produced, and different parameters are there as per this 360 and as per this hierarchy. Yeah, for assistant professor, it is new since they are at initial 5 6 years. Since we cannot expect that they will submit patent or guide the PhD, but to those who are senior, it is expected that they will obtain at least patents on that and guide the PhD and do some good means publications, Scopus Index and elsewhere and other review journals. So this is there, but we have to be even these senior professors are also facing some competition. Means not professors are getting 12,000 AGP. Up to 11,000 it is also difficult. Up to 10,000 it is okay. 10 to 11 it is somewhat difficult, and to 11 to 12 very meager, almost negligible. So these parameters are so hard in that key. It is very much means of course it can be achieved, but it requires some more efforts there. Now, research and TA place special attention to teacher professional practice, offering data literacy and visual analytics tools and methods. Hence, TA is the collection and use of data related to teaching and learning activities and environments to inform teaching practice and to attain specific learning outcomes. Because just we are teaching, it is not the sufficient. Now we can be measured ki how many students of our institute have gained or obtained admissions in higher education, how many have taken GATE score, how many have absorbed in IS, IPS exam or competitive exams, or how many have submitted patents. Everything is coming and day by day this will be refined. Hence, all we have to be tuned and we have to make our students in tune also. Because when AICTE is providing this NDF stipend 33,000, they are expecting the students should also publish. Student on their own, they will not publish. We have to guide them. But we are also adding our name to them, those who are guides. So they are hidden benefit to both researcher as well as guides. And moreover, means the sponsorship is not the issue. Just the issue is of making some work. And these publications, even I am highlighting, my student, we have submitted three or four papers in which he would previously our means this plagiarism content was nearly 30%. Then we worked rigorously on that, and now it came to 4 to 5%. Means standard journals or standard IITs, they even I have seen some of the conferences in IITs, they are requiring only 10% plagiarism content. Imagine 10% plagiarism means 90% originality. It is very difficult task. It is not impossible, but it is difficult. I know. We have worked on that. My student has taken pains, and we have submitted these papers to Scopus and Science Direct papers. And anyhow, we are successful in that. And now this will be under review and it will be published. But this take rigorous efforts. He has worked very hard. I was also feeling what we can be the situation, but we have taken pains. Then only it is possible. When learning ethics is undeniably an essential area of research in education technology, learning science, automatically extract data from education platform mainly provide overview of student activities. Nowadays, all institutions have been made compulsory to make this mandatory disclosure data. Means we have to put on our own website the details of each and every person who is employed in that, either class 3, class 4, faculty or students also. This comes under mandatory disclosure, and AICTE and UGC have made it compulsory. And all our data should be on our website, even in which biodata of each teacher is compulsory on our website. Means nobody should contact any principal or vice chancellor, who are your faculty and I want to give some research work or some guidance. Take. Just he will visit our website and as per his area, he will choose this particular person instead of disturbing any administrator or any person. In case of any further advice, he can contact the higher administrators, but for preliminary, it is compulsory. So we should exhibit our all details on our institutional website. Hence, NBA and NEC, before they start their visit, they visit our institute website and they cross-check that. Just I have told you, okay, I have published this data, my Google citation is this, and these coordinators have accepted and relied on me. It is not that. I have seen, and this is indication how you are cross-checked. Whenever any person is checking my biodata, I am getting one message. These persons have visited your website, this biodata, or they have viewed your resume. Means I am not knowing how it is coming to my mobile, but whenever I am seeing one person has referred my data, then I am getting that 86% from UP have reviewed my data. Means it is also there. Even in Google citation, one alert is there. Anybody who is reading our material or our papers, and we get one alert. At least he has referred that. No problem in that. It is not our propriety. It is open to all. At least we are getting reward or certificate key. Someone is referring our papers or research work. This is also one of the certificate key. At least when anybody is referring means this is of your good quality paper, and this indirectly means gains to faculty, because these citations, it is cumulative, it is increasing in that way. Is many teachers lack adequate literacy skills, because we should not, and majority of my teachers, they don't be discouraged by these words, but this is the fact which I am facing or I have experienced in my own college. Because majority of teachers, even they are not young teachers, of course, they are not able to teach or they are not able to stand in the classroom, because the students of this age are so sharp. Just whatever contents you are going to teach, before that they are having their own solutions. Google teacher and Google classroom and Google have made that this 4G 5G mobile so advanced to students. Just whatever contents you are going on, and your students are knowing after that what can be the contents, and if you are not covering that aspect or you are telling wrong thing, students will be criticizing, sir, this is not that, this is there. And because of these students now, with the help of these smartphones and 4G 5G mobiles, Of course, they have made students more sharper as compared to teachers. Hence, student teachers and I am always advising my teachers, please don't be discouraged, but accept the fact. Okay, our students are more sharper than us. This teacher data literacy skill and teacher inquiry skill using data are the foundation concepts for interpreting this. This development of these skills dependent on understanding of the relation between TA and hence TA is critical to improving teachers' low efficacy towards educational data. Teachers, we should accept that even though we are not possessing that skills, that not requirements or attitudes, we should learn and we should immediately rectify that within shortest possible time. Otherwise, our management is going to sack us. That is there because they are taking feedback from students. Nowadays, online feedback system is there. It is compulsory part as far as it in UGC principal and other education, other our directors and other vice chancellors. They are taking feedback of us from our students. And students, I am telling you frankly, students are telling whatever we are behaving with them. If we are of good quality, they will be confirming you are good teacher. If not, then they will be blaming you, they will be outing you. Please be keep this thing in mind because the students they previously students were that much means resilient or they were accepting us, accommodating us, but nowadays it is not possible. If we are good teacher, our job will be continued. If not, then probably we will be in dark. That is the fact. Hence, we should be tuning with the students, tuning with industry requirements, because they are also taking feedback. Even the board of governors in majority of the autonomous institutes are in private. It is there, but in government colleges where autonomy is there, or taking funding is there, it is a board of governance is compulsory, and they are taking that feedback from that also. And the students are detailing the facts to them. They are just like our mirror image. Now, this technology has expanded the horizon of analytics to various forms of educational settings. The educational research landscape needs efficient tools for collecting data and analyzing data. Increasing the possibility of teachers to engage with data works for students and courses they teach is instrumental to quality because whatever data feedback is there, we are indirectly improving the quality of teaching. That is there. We have seen that some of the colleges in metros or in Pune, at least I have seen in Pune. I am telling the facts of Pune colleges, which I have experienced. I have counseled my one of relatives, two, three students. They were seeking to take admission in Pune. So I advised two, three colleges, which I know that they should be there. Of course, their fees is twice the fees of other colleges or government fees. Government fees is very nominal, 68,000. Whereas other colleges, their fees is 2.15 lakh. Means three times more, four times more. Beyond that, the students were telling us, sir, we want to take admission in that only. I'm telling you, this will be beyond your reach because the tuition fee and other fees is 2,15,000 plus your expenditure, living expenses, and other things. It will be going nearly 3 lakhs per year. And how your parents will be doing? No, sir, we take loans and we manage that. Means why they are taking admission in that so costly? It is not costly because this since it is costly, hence it is good not. Their students are also taking feedback from their colleagues and they are counseling from their other colleagues and from surroundings and after that they are taking that admission in these colleges and how these colleges are getting admission full, they are in queue because they are providing that system, that infrastructure, that services to students too, and hence their employment means 100% employment is there, and not only 100% with good package. So this is means if students are thinking in terms of investment. We consider in terms of expenditure, but students they are thinking in terms of investment. If they are telling, sir, we will be paying only 12 lakh for 4 years. After that, we are earning good salary, starting good salary. Means this is reward in terms of other things. Hence, we are finding that why we these IITs and NITs are some NRF ranking colleges, they are top 100, and you see that since last 4 to 5 years, I am observing this NRF ranking. So whatever any college was at the rank, nearly same rank in last 4 to 5 years, except 10% difference is there, ranking difference. Means why this is happening? Because they are making that at that, and continuous improvement is there. They are maintaining their means seat or this rank at that place, except for 10% variation. This was in last 15 rank and now it can be 20 or 10, but not 100 or 99. It is not there. So why it is possible? Because they once they got that idea कि it is their parameters and these are to be maintained, and they are always working on that. Hence, you are finding that those colleges, you compare that average that I have done this analysis and I have experienced that the majority of the colleges they are on almost on the same rank, is 4 to 5 years. And when we are considering their all parameters, their website, and it is appearing, it appears that really they are worth in that, and hence they are awarded that. So this is there, and this ranking is not only of any particular NBR, like even NRF, even Outlook, India Today, 360 degree, one magazine is there, or EBET. All these they are standing at that. Even in some of the top ranking institutes, our one IITs and NITs, only one and two IITs are standing in that ranking. ISC Bangalore is in that. Even IITs are not able to find the place in some of the rankings because their parameters are so hard and so wide that they are not even able to gain that marks in that. So hence, this our quality of education is also affecting that ranking. Now, this is the tripartite model. I will not highlight the now. How students analyze our data? Huh? Slides are okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now, how students analyze our data? What they see to us and in our website or to us or in whatever we are claiming that. This analyze data, look at the data by student, they sort the data by score, keep in mind the students who fail to close to cutoff. Even they look at trends by standard, question, topic, which question standard did the class do well and which did they struggle with. Even I'm telling you what students are analyzing this data. Take examples of in your and my colleges admissions. Almost in Maharashtra, one means 15, 20 days back, we have closed that first year admission because of this COVID. Some schedule was disturbed, but this admission is now closed on 29th December. This was the cutoff date in which all admissions have been closed, and these students they compare that ki what at what CET marks or what AIEEE marks and what JE marks they means last year's means cutoff was there and how whether they will be able to gain the seat in that or not. They check that and this helps them. Even they helps that in take example of those who admitted in our colleges, and we find that at least in a majority of the colleges in which is first year, and in first year some 2 3 subjects are comparatively hard, just like applied mechanics, then engineering maths and engineering graphics. These are the 3 subjects in which students find somewhat difficult, even though students are taking out of marks in 12th, and beyond that they are failed in 1 or 2 subjects. And this was means happening since last 3 4 years, and we take that analysis and we come to conclusion from feedback and other parameters in which students told us ki, particularly in engineering physics, I am telling the fact with engineering physics subject, and engineering physics means 11 12th students they have done physics in 11 12th, and they have got 12 in 12th out of marks, 100 out of 100 in 12th board exam, and CET also they got good marks. But in engineering first year B admission, they got failed. So we were shocked ki how it is possible when student is getting out of marks in 12th boards, out of marks in CET marks, then how it is possible ki he is not able to gain at least 40% marks. This was means a new challenge for us, and this was for 3 to 4 years going on because the students were failing in this particular one subject. Then we have some brainstorming, and of course in our college also teacher parent guardian meet is also there in which we are assigned 6 to 8 students per teacher, and just like we are parent for these students and they are sharing their experiences with teachers. So during this discussion the students told me "Ki, sir, this is the problem with this teacher." Then what are the other probable causes in which you are failing? What are your constraints or your doubts are why you are failing? So when you are parent of any student or guardian, then students frankly tell you the fact what is going on in your college or with you. So then students say, "Okay, sir, that particular teacher, he is good teacher, but the questions are the contents he is putting in question paper and he is not teaching that, not even some samples so that we can prepare according or we can have guideline ki these type of questions can be there in exam." So this was happening. Then we take one meeting with HOD and principal sir, ki, sir, and particular teachers also. So we advise them ki whatever contents you are doing, so please cover that contents with your colleagues or your teachers, so students, so that they will be. You solve one example, remaining 10 examples they will solve on their own. Just you put them the method or the strategy or what are the funda in that and how it can be and how whatever questions you are putting in that. I'm telling you the fact of how this is both sides is risky for that. Now since we are autonomous college, autonomous means total autonomy with us, but that doesn't mean ki we should give full marks to any student. If we are doing this charity and going on full दान करके बांटना है तो institutes means companies will not be visiting because companies know who are sharp students. And if we are maintaining that levels with the level of IITs and NITs, then we should have pedagogy techniques same also. But we are setting the question paper of IIT pattern and NIT pattern, and we are not teaching that pattern up to that IIT NIT level, then students are failing in that. Hence, we advise that teacher, ki you please cover 3-4 examples and remaining assignments give them, they will do at home. So that students will get that exposure, ki what type of questions can be there. Of course, you have to maintain that level. Do not dilute the level of your question paper. You are right. Question paper you are setting that is perfect. So, of IIT NIT rank. Just provide that methodology to students so that students will also take pens. No problem in that. Because 20% of contents we have to knowledge uh, means National Knowledge Commission they have means recommended ki 20% contents students they on their own they have to do. 80% course we have to complete. Remaining 20% students will be doing at their own at leisure time. Means you are that much comfortable, don't worry for that. But give that exposure. If some difficult questions you are putting, we should maintain that our standard because since we are autonomy, hence good companies are coming. They otherwise they will not be coming because companies are also comparing that. So we advise that, and after that now results are comparatively good. Means now students are at least happy. Ki they are clearing the subject, passing the subject, and moreover fundamentals what the teachers are telling now they are comfortable. Means this come when we are having interaction with our students and they are providing that or whatever the difficulties they were facing we have to come to rescue to them because they are our customer, they are our means we are just like parents for them. Now different types of data are there in which this in statistics and research we are doing that this data, this can be qualitative, this can be quantitative. This qualitative is nominal and ordinal, quantitative is interval and ratio. Now these are the some of this means chart in which I am highlighting that, but one by one I am covering in next slides. Now this qualitative versus quantitative data. This qualitative means it refers to the how many, how much. I'm sorry, quantity. It is first this quantitative. This is how many numbers means how often means repetition numbers. It can be integer value, just like scores and test 80 marks, 67 marks, 90 marks, or weight of the person, or weightage of the subject, then your shoe size, your temperature in the room, to general quantity, this is discrete and continuous data. Now, second is qualitative data, means here no numbers are there, but here some specifications are there. These consist of words, pictures, symbols, not numbers. This qualitative data is also called categorical data because the information can be sorted by category, not by number. This how this has happened, reasons is there why this has happened, means reason, not how many. How many is not here, how it happened, why this happened. In which now examples of this qualitative data is colors, that is color of the sea, then names, name of any person, then these two general types, that is nominal and ordinal data of their qualitative. Then here we are finding that quantitative and qualitative data. Some samples are there, some sketches are there in which we are making that. Then nominal and ordinal data. Nominal data is used for labeling the variables without any type of quantitative value. The nominal comes from the word nomen, means name. This nominal data just a beginning without applying it. Examples are gender, male, woman, then hair color. Just like gardener, they are giving one advertisement, 4 to 5 color shades of hairs are there. Then marital status, where married, single, widowed, ethnically. Then whether you see from the exam there is no intrinsic ordering to variable. Then eye color, blue color, green color, brown color. Then ordinal data. This shows where a number is in order, means hierarchy. ABC 1 to 3 ranking are economically high, low, medium. So this is ordinal, means as per order. Then here it is, sketch is there. Then discrete versus continuous data. These are two types of quantitative data. Now this discrete data is count that involves only integers. Means full number, not decimal number in will be there. This discrete data can only take certain values. Take example of number of students in a class. The number will be full, not 1.5 or 67.5. It will be 67 or 68. Or standard 60 and plus 10%, 66. That is there. The number of workers in company, number of home runs in basketball game, number of tests, questions you answered correctly. Take example of multiple choice questions. Then continuous data. This is information that could be meaningfully divided into finer levels. Means here range is there or refinement is there. That is amount of time required to complete the project. Height of children, square footage of 2 bedroom house, or speed of the cars. So these are the sketches of that different data. Now, how does data analysis enable better decision making? How this is assisting us or helping us in making this good decision making. This data analytics play essential role in entire setup. It allows business to forecast the reach of their actions. And course of this, we will discuss types of analytics. Here, these are 4 types of data analytics are there, in which this descriptive means visualize past data, what happened. Then diagnostic means identify the correlations, why did it happen. Diagnose means reason finding. Predictive means it will be future or future course. That is forecast future, what happens if. And prescriptive means suggest some actions, how to make it happen. Means descriptive and diagnostic, these are past, and predictive and prescriptive, they are in future. Then this descriptive analytics, this refers to describing the past data to understand the current state of the business. This means applying descriptive statistics to existing data like mean, median, and maximum. Two techniques in achieving this data analytics. This data mining means just like in computer we are finding data mining. The same in educational institute also we are utilizing this data mining. Means extracting the historical data. And data aggregation means collecting the data to analyze consumer behaviors and their impact on the business. Then diagnostic analytics. This focuses on determining the cause of past performance and root cause of events to find out the factors responsible for them. First, they find out the cause and remedy. It doesn't give full picture of circumstances, but helps in understanding the relation between variables of the situation. This involves performing training algorithms, regression and classification. Then predictive analytics. This focuses on forecasting the possible outcomes based on past situations by utilizing statistical methods. Now, this third wave of corona is going on, almost going on, right? In which IIT professors of Delhi, they have made one of these estimates. If this current trend, this behavior of the citizens or the residents of India are going on, then nearly 1 means 14 lakhs corona patients will be there. They have estimated this with the help of analytical hierarchy process (AHP) software. If this trend continues, otherwise there is no danger in that. It is under control condition, but we have to make some more strict norms. Lockdown is not the solution. Just every government is now worried about lockdown because economy is totally suffered. People, employee, even all are affected by that. But they are advising, all governments are advising to take preventive measures, to take some precautions, not that much hard. Just make some social distance, wear the mask and clean hands, and means make some protocols, whatever in corona protocols are there. Just if we are maintaining, then we are safe. So hence they are advising that is for our health, for our safety, we should follow that. So this is now this why third wave started because of this temperature cooling throughout India. We are feeling somewhat cool condition now. That is since 15-20 days. After Diwali, we are finding more cooling effect, and this will go still 10-15 days more. Means we have to take some more precautions in that because these now they are predicting, they are our physicists or their physicians are advising to take care. This care is only 10-15 days. After that, it will be just like normal because for 5 months we were almost coming to normal stage. Hence, just to maintain that protocol, so we can our life can be comfortable. Because in some of the colleges, schools, this they have classroom offline classes were started. Even some of the exams are means in some institutes offline exams are going on still today, or even some of the training programs which we are finding on TV news. Yesterday, I have seen on one news item of Marathi channel in which classroom offline classroom because that was not possible unlike because we have to demonstrate that only in black and white means black and boards. It is not possible on this PPT. Hence they are offering that training, of course maintaining that social protocol and distance in that wearing the mask and all thing COVID protocols we have to maintain, but it is possible. So we have to maintain that. This prescriptive analytics, this relies on predictive analytics and suggest future solutions. Just like that, they have estimated if this trend goes on, then the number of patients will be high. We are finding that in means America, these are majority of Americans are affected by this, even though they have taken booster dose of this. Beyond that, they are suffering from corona because this is one of the means fact which is coming. In Indians, we are having comparatively more immunity since in our childhood we have taken that vaccines of smallpox and other 2-3 types of vaccines. Hence, our immunity is that much powerful as compared to Americans. Hence, they are prescribing that these are comparatively less affected Indians. This is the means confirmed from other different studies. Why, how this happens? Because they have done this research on net. So this prescriptive analytics uses a strong feedback system that constantly learns and updates the relationship between action and the outcome. Then types of analytics and its impact on utilization by various industries. So here are these are some of the examples in which human resources they are taking that help. Then purchase and production department in any company, of course, it is up one company or even in education also. We are purchasing some items, some equipment, some materials for practicals, some projects. So this is there, and in government we have to maintain that is a purchasing procedure, calling the quotations, and all government rules we have to follow that. The sales and marketing is there, then they have to make that. Of course, I will not highlight that much. I will be coming to which is our main topic. Just I'm highlighting that here. Then accounts and finance, they are utilizing this data analytics there. Manufacturing industry is making use of this crypto analytics. Then healthcare, this is also one of the new means emerging field considering this corona. Because healthcare or pharmaceutical companies now this healthcare industry has been the booming now. This majority of the business was in that grocery and pharmaceutical or healthcare. And still there is need of skilled persons. All hospitals they are facing the skilled person shortage at all levels. Doctors, even means assistants, ward boys, even nobody's means of skilled persons are not available still in almost all areas in India. So hence healthcare is having that much potential and they are working on that. And we are finding that advertisements of job employments, even the government of Maharashtra has extended the retirement age of by 2 years of doctors, medical doctors, so that they will be continued in providing these services to COVID patients and other healthcare services. Then banking industry, they are also challenge of debt payments and they are using that. Then telecom industry is also using that. Now, transforming business with data. These data science solutions enhance the quality of products by taking valuable feedback from customers, gathering customer feedback, and processing the data to identify various customer needs. Whenever we are offering, means utilizing any services, so they are means taking some feedback. Even I am telling the one of the situation in which I am using that where is my train app. It is related with your means whenever we are planning for traveling and where is our train is delayed or by which time it will be arriving, in which that if you are using almost those who are traveling, majority of us are using this. I am using that where is my train app, in which they are taking feedback also. Suppose I want to take it on this platform or this station, which train will be coming at what time, and they are indicating the name of platforms also, platform number also. And suppose this is right, you are on that platform, and that indicator is also there that this train will be arriving on this platform, and they are asking whether this is right or wrong. And of course, you are at this one large station, Nagpur or Bhusawal in Mumbai, and this train is coming at 5 number platform, and it is announcing that this will be coming at 5 number platform, and you are confirming your what's means where is my train is also confirming that this will be arriving at 5. Just they want to confirm whether it is right platform or wrong. So when you are finding it is matching 5, announcement is at 5, you confirm yes. And after that, he is giving thanks and telling that this is your 14th number. Means previously 13 persons have confirmed that this is there. Why they are giving this? Because they are relying on that. In case any doubt or any changes is there, then immediately the passengers can change the platform if there is a variation in platform. And I am highlighting or specifically quoting this situation, and this I have experienced in Secunderabad. In Secunderabad, this is the bad practice by this South Southern Railway. And I have experienced at least 50% of the times whenever I have visited or means try to board my train, they are announcing the train. I have arrived before 15-20 minutes before the arrival of that train, and the platform number always they are changing at last minute, 5 minutes before. It's up because there are 10 platforms in Secunderabad. And first indication it was there that this train will be coming at platform number 1. All passengers waiting for on this particular train at platform number 1. And just the arrival of train 5 minutes before, they are telling that this train will be coming at platform number 5. And see, imagine what can be the situation of the passengers and the patients, ladies, and those who are having some luggage with them. And within 5 minutes, how they can travel 5 platforms. So this is very bad practice in Secunderabad. I have experienced it. 50% of time they will change their data, change their platforms. So why not they are making that this platform 5 means 5. It should be 5. But they have changed that. And majority of the customers, if you take feedback of any person or those who have visited Secunderabad, they will be facing same situation. I have faced this at least 50% time. Means this is misguiding the customers. So this should not be there. Whatever is data, we should tell frankly and we should be consistent with that. Now, these data science solutions together the predict and help to predict the business metrics and trends which help to foresee and minimize the bottlenecks that might arise. This greatly reduces the risk involved in any business and taking better decisions. Now, what are the different skills for data analytics? Those who are doing this analysis, they should possess at least some of these languages or software. Some of these top skills for data analysts include structural query language, SQL, Microsoft Excel. Of course, almost all we are using, at least Microsoft Excel, almost we are using. If not for any purpose, at least for income tax, we are using that for submitting our details to our employer for taking form number 16. So we have to file this data in Excel, Microsoft Excel. Then critical thinking, then R Python statistical programming. Nowadays, data analytics using R is going on in research methodology subject at MTech and PhD level. This new R analytics is coming nowadays. Means Python is statistical programming. Then data visualization, presentation skills, and machine learning. This machine learning is now it is gaining new momentum. Even I have seen on AICD or this ATAL on which you have submitted your registration form, and in which majority of training programs are on machine learning. This SQL or structured query language, it is the industry standard database language and the most important skill for data analyst to do. This is graduate version of Excel. It is able to handle large database, which Excel simply can't do that. Means it is some advanced version of that. This every admin needs person who knows SQL, whether to manage data or store data, relate multiple databases, or build or change those database structure together. Because sometimes we are comparing, we are having so much database in which variety of databases regarding admissions, regarding scholarships, regarding results, regarding employment, regarding subjects analysis, everything. I'm going to means analyze that as per our requirements, comparing when we are comparing that. These SQL skills we should possess. Then this is Microsoft Excel. Now this R and Python is better suited to handle large data set. Advanced Excel methods like writing macros and using VBA looks widely used for smaller leaps. Then critical thinking is there, using data to find solutions, answers to questions, meaning figuring out what to ask in first place, which can often be quite quickly. Then R Python statistical programming. So this means when Excel we are using this R or Python is higher speed at 10 times more speed faster. So this is like SQL, R and Python can handle what Excel can't do. That means they are advanced version of Excel. They are powerful statistical programming language to perform and advanced analysis and predictive analytics on big data sets. Both are industry standards. These both R and Python are open source and free, and employers typically don't care which their employees choose to use as they are there. Now then data visualization. If our findings can't be easily quickly identified, then we are going to have difficult time getting to others. Hence, even this is Tableau's visualization, that is company names or specific popular name is there, Tableau's visualization software. It is considered as industry standard analytics tool. Then presentation skills. Since we are teachers, we are possessing this, but even some of them might be not having that much presentation effective because knowledge possessing and knowledge sharing is different. Some teachers I have seen, they are excellent, knowledge is excellent, they can do immediately, perfect. But if you tell them you present, probably they will not be able to present in that sense. Hence, this presentation skills is also one of these means, hidden factor for success of any teacher, and at least we should learn that. Means all should be perfect in that presentation skills. This format suggests setting specific goals for improvement, focusing on audience rather than ourselves. Because we have to tune with our students. You are giving some lecture, providing some information, sharing some information to our customers, our stakeholders, but they should get that. Audience should get that. Understand that. That is the main hidden factor for acceptance. Otherwise, you are finding that some of the teachers are much popular as compared to us. The reason can be they are having good presentation skills, or they are much tuning with the students, or tuning with the management. So this is also one of these new skill which it is not possible for all, but At least we can improve ourselves, see how we can be at least within that range. Then machine learning nowadays it is coming. This artificial intelligence and brain are two hottest topics in this data science. Now, various applications of data science in education. See how we use these data sciences or data analytics here. So here, this advantage of using data science in education, this prepare teachers to investigate various types of educational data as well as to give meaning to educational systems, their issues and prospective remedies to build deeper knowledge and experimentally verified of answers. These educators will be able to understand data visualization, data reduction, and description and prediction tasks with the help of these data science tools. For these practitioners, data visualization may take information more intuitive and consumable. Many complicated records and data fields about the students are means deciphered via data reduction. Means we can utilize that same data instead of creating that. We can have some whatever is requirement is there. We can refine that so that we can take the readings or the whatever data is required and it should be easily available. Now, various applications of data science in education sector in teaching. First one is student assessment data. In classroom, many different types of students are. One teacher is teaching to all 60 students. Teacher is perfect. His teaching is perfect. He is using that blackboard, PPT, all other quiz and interactive sessions are going on. But beyond that, students are not all students are getting above 90% marks. So this helps us. See why students are failing in that. Since I was previously I have quoted the example of one physics teacher. Of course, he is that good teacher, no problem in that regarding teaching, regarding qualification, regarding method. Just he was not touching that contents which he was expecting from students. So hence this helps us to student assessment data. When we assess the student, at least we should provide that inputs to student or develop that inputs to students so that they will be able to solve that, answer that, or possess that skills. We are not giving inputs and how students' output can be expected. That is the main reason. These assessment techniques were previously not in real time, but now big data analytics they are providing this, and it has become possible for teachers to understand the requirements of students in real time. Even these tools like GPGRADE, they are helping in quicker assessments, and data science in education is more essential. It ultimately promises better society for society. Okay. Then social skills. Huh? Okay, this screen is visible, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now these social skills. Now without social or emotional skill, student cannot connect or interact with his fellow peers and hence fail to develop relationship with his surrounding. Because human is social element or a social animal in which we are surrounded by our all decisions and our comfort is decided by our society, our surroundings. So hence we should have that social skills and these data scientists use this collected data to use various predictive analytical tools to assist teachers in understanding students' motivation for studying the course. Because I have demonstrated last means, some time back in which three subjects in first year the students are finding uncomfortable. Engineering graphics, engineering mechanics, engineering physics, or engineering maths also. So this helps us in understanding how remedial measures we can provide these students or what I was suggesting to my students, I'm telling the fact. Because in my college, all the students are not of that capacity. They will be investing on means learning some software. One software in Amravati, it is costing 5,000 rupees for 1 month course. And if I expect my students and advise my students, you should learn 8 software languages or software tools, for which their placement will be confirmed. Now for one student, it is costing nearly 40 to 50,000, 5 to 8,000 per course per software. Then majority of the students are means not means they are from below poverty line and their parents are farmers. So hence I advise them कि you do one thing, you make some groups, and in groups you decide कि who will learn which software. Means one person will be paying only for once, and after learning all this you share with yourself. So that only one group will be paying 5,000. Remaining they will pay for another software. Third group pay for another software. And when one 5,000, they will be learning all 8 software languages. So this is possible where we can share that, and this is easily understood by their students. Means they can easily gain that. So that is within their reach. Hence, this sort of methodology we can use that. Then data of guardian is also affecting that because we know that those students who are from metro or capital cities, they are sharper as compared to remote or rural places. तो दिस इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. और मराठी में जो कहते हैं कि सीख ले लिया ही घर पूरी नहीं, म्हणजे जो मदर है वो अगर एजुकेटेड है तो दैट एजुकेटेड मदर विल लीड द सोसाइटी और दे लीड द फैमिली इन गुड कंफर्टेबल सिचुएशन बिकॉज the students or the child or the boys and girls, they are majority of time they are either in classroom or with mother. Hence these guardians or parents data is also means helpful in means developing the personality of the students or diagnosing the causes ki why students are not performing up to that mark. So even for maximum attendance in conferences, data science is also used. Then this can help the teachers personally communicate with those. Now I am telling the new concept in which I have visited 4 years back in Sandeep University. It is in Nasik on Trambakeshwar Road. So in one of the conferences, I was invited lecture there in one conference, and after my lecture, we were having some during lunch break. We have some discussions with them, teachers. Ki what is new going on? We were sharing our experiences. So they told us they have developed even this software. This system is developed by their students, not by any teacher or any professional. In which they have made attendance and attendance, online attendance. This online attendance is linked with their parents' mobile number. It is compulsory. They have to provide that mobile number to that when they are taking admissions. They have to fill that mobile numbers of their parents. So now in that they have developed that software in which if suppose any student he is not attending the class, because the students are somewhat in some classes the student might not be attending all classes. They might be some of the reason can be boring, some can be some medical problems, some can be maths problems, some can be other problems, personal problems. Variety of problems are there for students. So then this they have come to rescue to that. If suppose any student is not attending the classes and they are having online attendance. Suppose the student is not attending throughout the day. After the last lecture, his message will go to his parent. If your student has not attended the classes throughout day, please take care where he is, whether he is with you or he is out of home, or why he is not attending. Means this is awareing their parents. Ki parent wara assume ki the students are in campus means they are attending the college, but he is not in the classroom. Then what is the reason for that? Hence, they have come to that conclusion and that remedy. Those students, those online attendance marking is there. Student, if he is not attending, then one message, SMS alert go to their parents on mobile. Your student, your one has not attended the college, please take care. Second time, suppose he is not attending, then again message will go. Third time again go. If this goes on for a week, one final notice is given to his parent and student. After this, your admission will be cancelled. This is helping at least the students, if they are really feeling either medical problem is there or if they are boring, this we can take. Now, the students, some of the students might not tell the reason because they might be afraid of their teachers. Otherwise, he will fail in some practical marks. Hence, they are not telling frankly. But this we can come to conclusion. Why student is not attending any class and he is attending remaining classes. This can also be possible. because we have seen that students attend majority of students in one teacher and another in very 50% students. This can be either a teacher can be some much more disciplined or much means not permitting, or some proxy signs can be there. These are also one of sorts of students. They are making these mischiefs. They are signing their friends, their colleagues, and they are moving here and there. So this is also there in autonomous colleges. These problems we are facing, and this can be there. Our students 100% attendance is there. No room for the students. Even students are standing in the classroom or sitting closely when offline classes were there. So these come to our knowledge. Ki what is the reason for that? Then curricular data, whatever syllabus we are having nowadays, AICT model curriculum, it is compulsory. It means we to teach these courses, UG, PG, and PhD courses of as prescribed by AICT model curriculum, and it is available online on AICT website. Means if we are using this AICT model curriculum, means no much formalities of taking equivalence from any university. Even though majority of the colleges are autonomous, beyond that they are affiliated to some home universities in their jurisdiction, in their locality. Hence, the degree is awarded by that university, but exam is and all activities are taken by that college, autonomous college. If we are using that model curriculum of AICT, then no need to take concurrence from Board of Studies and other means academic bodies of university, because when we are implementing this AICT model curriculum, then they are also understanding when we are and model curriculum, these have been framed by so many rigorous meetings of experts. There is no need to have further discussion in that. But if you want extra inputs to a student, you can add, but you cannot dilute that. So this is there. Even some of the institutes we are finding, they are providing compulsory internship program in industries on their own expenditure, college expenditure. Then the students are attracted in that companies also. In Pune, this is possible, and this is more majority institutes. It is there because in industries, Pune industries are more in Pune. They are having MOU with their industries. They are providing that project batches, practical batches, or summer internship training, winter internship, or holiday vacational internship training programs. Hence, it is possible there in big industries, big cities, where industries are more. So this helps us to update the curriculum, or in some locality where the industry person are not able to attend the institutes because they are not having time or they are not sparing their time because of the location, remote location. Hence, in metros or in capitals, we are finding these students are their institutes. They are comparatively sharpening, means they are means ahead of the other institutes. This is also one of the hidden secret of their success or ranking in that. And because of that means curriculum, students are becoming smarter and sharper. Hence, in campus placement, the our companies they are visiting repeatedly in that. Even IITs, NITs, they are charging some fees to companies or providing their trained manpower, graduates. Some fees they have to pay to that IITs. Then only they will be providing a student to companies. But in other institutes, companies, they are we have to provide some hospitality and traveling expenses to that companies also. But in IITs, they are taking that charge from that companies. Then only they are providing their manpower. So this is the other side of the coin. Then behavioral data is there, in which many cases of misbehavior or discipline education by students, just like we are finding that ragging. Now in medical institutions, 4 5 years back, every year we are reading in news some students committed suicide because one seniors they have taken ragging of juniors and hence junior become depressed. Now ragging have been now banned by Honorable Supreme Court and it is now offense. And if any student is involved in ragging, in his TC code of conduct it is written if he is involved in that ragging, with the red pen it is written there he involved in ragging and he will not be able to take admission in any of the institution in India or in any institute or any industry or job. So this is so harsh treatment for this misbehavior by students. So this behavioral data is also there. Is if the disciplinary staff and instructors could see it, then it would save time and entire process will be automated. Then instructor performance is also there. Now, means because performer instructors they are provided for performing some experiments where some risky jobs are there, are in electrical and electronics, where the risk of this shock is there, current risk can be there. Hence, the instructors are assisting these students while performing the practicals. So their performance is also noted. Then student demographics means the students' total data related to attendance, performance, extracurricular, or even dropout rates are needed. So these are recorded by the institution. Even these are some of these softwares, just like Power School, ATS. This data is taken, and with the using this data, teachers can recognize the students who are performing poorly and solve any issues that might be facing. With the help of this, they can come to rescue part students. Now, top 5 interesting big data applications in education. So these big data applications in education, in which these companies handle data with same thousands of students. Take example of any university, deemed university, lakhs of students are enrolled in that. So we to find that data and take when we are submitting that NBA and NAC data or ABET and other NRF ranking data or extension of approval to AICT data, we to update that data and take example where lakhs of students are there. Take example of any means Parul University or Lovely Professional University in Punjab side in North India. There more than lakhs of students are enrolled in one university. And what can be the situation when you are having so huge data? This way to sort out that. And so, or take example, some of the students they are enrolled in that, and after second year the branch change is there. Hence their ID number we to cross check that. Otherwise, this will be always a withheld result will be showing in your MI software. So this way to make that. So this analyzed data extremely beneficial for nurturing the careers. Then enhancing student results. This is also possible in which students' performance by grades is obtained in exams, projects, and assignments. Analyzing these data trails educators to understand behavior and performance of students. If we can know why students are failing in particular subject or why our students are not able to present the paper in IITs or not paper means publish the papers in good quality journals. What is the reason? Whether that contents are not or the guide is not proper or subject is not proper. This helps us. With the help of this big data, it is possible to monitor their actions, such as response time for exam questions. We are seeing that we are putting that time for 2.30 minutes, 2 hours 30 minutes for 60 marks question in autonomous college. In another autonomous college, I have seen they are providing for 60 marks 3 hours. Means it is there are some institutes we are having 30 marks and 2 hours question paper. Take example of engineering design, engineering drawing, machine drawing in mechanical. So this time is given for 30 marks. We are providing them 2.30 hours because their time is so because they are solving that paper with their own drawing. They have to sketch that drawing. Means response time is observed there. Then sources they choose to educate themselves, whether online classes are going on, whether laptop is permitted, whether mobile is permitted. Even some of the institutions, some of colleges, they are providing now just like open book system examination is going on. Even some institutes they consider that as copying open book exam, and some institutes they permit ki you whatever you keep with mobile with you, no problem in that. It is open book system, but pattern of question paper is proportionally difficult. Means it is observed that ki, means as compared to open book that conventional method of examination is comparatively good for students because in open book system the question paper pattern is somewhat of that level. Hence it is more time consuming for students to solve the questions. It is also one of the experience. Hence students are preferring old conventional methods of examination. Then better grading system will help us. This big data helps educators track the performance of the students, their grading, even this expert school in UK who implemented big data tools such as Socrates. These are the names of that softwares or tools. That is Socrates, Nearpod, and Classroom Monitor for analyzing their students. These help the student to observe the performance and their students in real time And with the help of these institutions, they have able to enhance the student performance and better learning solutions to them. Because when a student is earning good grading, good grades, this means he is brighter student. This is there, of course, because all students are equally sharp. IQ almost same IQ, but method of solving, method of learning, this depends, and method of solving that and writing skills. Our students they also affect. Now we are finding that students, or at least we have seen during our student life, we solve the question paper. When we receive question paper, first we read the whole question paper. 5-10 minutes we invest that. After that, wherever whichever question is more comfortable, we feel ki this I can solve. We take that question ki I can solve this. And whichever question is most confident, we start from that question, not from first. Even that question can be up at serial number 5. So this indicates ki means, and it is a educational psychology in which means teachers they are not reading the whole answer sheet of any student, any teacher. Just what we see, we read 3 to 4 lines of any particular question and we confirm the student is at right path or wrong path. We are not having that much time to read each and every word of his answer sheet. If anybody is claiming he is reading full paper and then assessing, I should salute them. They are having that much patience and that much time for them. Because we are having some restrictions of solve means assessing the question papers up to 40 question paper answer sheets per day in UNCD pattern. We have to answer that 40 answer sheets per day. Otherwise, we will be getting one memo. But imagine those who are claiming he is reading full answer sheet and then assessing the answers. I am not accepting this fact because we are not having that much time. And even if we are reading full paper, this means we are not that perfect teacher. The perfect teacher is out of that 30 lines, if you read any 4 to 5 lines, you got idea where a student is, whether he is at right, wrong, or wrong path. That is the mastery of teachers. Then gaining attention, then customize the programs. We can means to customize the students. Here, this Andrew NG at his Stanford, he was attended by approximately 4 students when his class offered online course. More than 1 lakh students participated. Take example, nowadays we are finding that even key numbers of students are in YouTube. We are finding how many followers are there. So this is there. Means customized programs we can offer and we can see how many are using that or attending that. Then reducing the number outputs, dropouts. Suppose the students are drop out and they are failed or they are discontinued. So this big data analytics helps to perform predicting analysis for understanding how students perform in near future. Such analysis will help in instead to execute the scenario so that before it is introduced. And this is so powerful that it is utilized for analyzing how students will perform after college or university when they are employed in a firm. Because this, suppose in autonomous, I am knowing in a polytechnic system, any student, of course, the polytechnic system is of 6 semesters, 3 years diploma course after 10th. The students can do diploma in 2.5 years. It is there in government polytechnic Amravati. It is there, or in Maharashtra MSBT. They have made that autonomous pattern in which those who are high achiever students and those students who can solve these, suppose there are 6 subjects in one semester, the students can take 7 or 8 subjects in one semester, and after clearing, of course there are some prerequisites in which we cannot take or select at random for choosing any subject. Some prerequisites are there. Before that, if we clear that subject, then only we will be able to take next higher subject. So some high achievers are there, some students, if they can complete that diploma within 2.5 years. So this is possible in autonomous institutes. So here we can reduce the number of doctors also. Means this is intimating us. So this is the sketch where these educational environments are there, academic authorities, then instructor is there, and this is used an educational data, that is data processes, methods and interpretation, and in which where new knowledge is added, and this is related to students' performance. Then ways institutions can leverage data analytics, student data, that is demographic like age, ethnicity and gender, whether they are full-time or part-time. Take examples, nowadays part-time courses are also going on, or in diploma courses, and just like a DCM or machine learning, software, AI and machine learning courses are going on, or design thinking courses are going on in IIMs. So these are diploma courses of 3 months to 6 months, certificate courses of 1 month. Even in IITs, IIT Chennai, I will send you one brochure through your coordinators in which when I was preparing this course material, I visited this IIT Chennai website, and I when I referred that, so I referred then this message going to that coordinator because I want to download that material. So in that my data was required to be there, then only it will be coming through email. And I also written my mobile number also. So when I downloaded, one call from that coordinator came, "Ki, sir, you want to complete this, attend this course, or means wish to take admission." So I then tell fact, ki, I am preparing for this, and for this I am downloading. So he was very happy ki at least you are using this, and I promise ki I will at least recommend your name, not recommend, at least advise students. When IIT Madras is doing, of course, this was one collaboration with one of the professional institutes, and this is quite good design thinking and machine learning, particularly machine learning and AI, and design thinking in IIM Kozhikode. So they are means offering these courses professional with professional groups and IIMs and IITs. They are now using their help, and so that they should provide that means inputs to students. Then course data, enrollment, hand counts, grades and completion rates. Then instructor data, just like instructor age, ethnicity, gender, salary information, productivity levels. Some instructor can be quite active, quite cooperative, quite good skill person. Some can be just means below level. So there are census are there. Then facility data, how many classrooms, smart classrooms are there, internet, how much. This data we are always filling in NET and Indian extension of approval to AICTE. So this is also showing, indicating how much resources utilization is there. Then benefits of using the data, that is create data-driven decision-making culture, access data easier, find information more quickly. With the help of this data, we can take decisions more. At a glance, we take that picture. This is our mirror. This is our means our face, and how we can now proceed further. So, cost, some of the cost-effective education institutes that is help students succeed. Then predict the success, help students who will be struggling. Some students might be facing some problems, some software problems can be there. Just like I was telling you, mechanical engineering student on his own cannot means pay for 8 software, but they can pay for one, and they can share that resource material each other. So this can be, or how they are struggling. So we can come to rescue to that. Then share the public fact book. Then how physical space is being utilized. Now take example in metros. As per AICTE norms, we have to or minimum 50 acres for conventional courses, civil, physics, chemistry, civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics courses. Now in Mumbai and Delhi, it is not possible to have 55 acres or 50 acres of land. So here come to that how space is utilized. We can utilize that space in vertical shape, not in horizontal. Of course, in metros, in capital, state capitals, this FSI is more permitted from municipal corporation. We can utilize that buildings in vertical direction. We can have multi-story buildings, classrooms, 4, 5 floor, 5 story building, 6 story building. We can utilize that. So whereas in conventional other cities, there is hardly first floor. But in metros, in Mumbai and other metro cities or state capitals, we can make 5, 6 story building. Means classrooms there or laboratories there. And laboratories where if it is workshop, heavy machinery, then that should be at the ground floor. Remaining where only computers are there or kits are there, which are very lighter weight, they can be at the upper stores, upper floor buildings. So this is how space is utilized here. Then tracking the resources, then section fill rates, then track enrollment trends. So suppose any student want to change that branch, suppose some students might leave because of some constraint and then again rejoin. So this help us to enrollment trends. Or this will track the path. One student, if he is enrolled and after 4 years, he should complete that degree. And if it is diploma, then that should complete in 3 years. Take example of degree, because you are majority of your degree teachers. So it will be completed by 4 years. But hence, this will track this his student's enrollment. With the help of this enrollment number, we can track when he entered in this 2016, he should out in 2022 within 4 years. If he is taking more time, means what is the problem there? We can train that. Then improve communication between departments in case there is some, just like I was highlighting that physics teachers, so we can improve that. In how to avoid potential challenges, create self goals, self expectations, make it accessible, and different. This know exactly what we are getting from our money. This is example. Then be sure to ask the data analyst software company and choose the software company that is exclusive to higher education. Means we should utilize the software provider who is knowing our inputs, who is knowing our system, what we want to take the results, or why we are employing him. He should be able to provide that means information to us, because that software providing he can be to business to industry, but in education it is somewhat different. Hence, he should be perfect in that. Then this data analytics in higher education is used for this course success rates, retention and graduation rates, persistent rates, admit rates or yield rates, fallout, fall handout, then achievement gap, faculty productivity workloads, almost 16 hours per week. We are compulsory teaching load is there. But that doesn't mean ki we are only 16 hours in campus. Hidden is that ki we are in the institute for 40 hours. Our timing is 10:30 or 10 to 5, 10:30 to 5:30 or 6. And compare that 5-day week or 6-day week in which we are finding that we are, and actually contact hours, of course, this teaching load is 16 hours per teacher, lecturer, assistant professor, starting level. But contact total, your load is 40 hours per week. Means remaining 24 hours, you are involved in some other activities. Means non-contact hours, what we call that. And for this, your question paper setting, your material preparation, your other academic activities, departmental activities, your research guidance, the students, some making some other institute works, other portfolios, then only 360 parameters will be fulfilled. Means remaining 24 hours, we are involved in that. Then section fill rates, waitlist counts, then classroom utilization, year over year enrollment. Then be prepared for the onboard process. We are 5-7 minutes remaining now. Madam, how much time we do?
Yes,
11:30.
sir. Yes, sir. You can extend up to 5 minutes.
Okay. So I will wind up because remaining 22 slides are there that I will cover which are useful for this.
Yes, sir.
Please fully embrace the new software, then create plan for data analytics. We to make that creating thorough plan can prevent this, but what are our intentions with our data? Suppose if year after year we are decreasing our achievement gap, then we should focus on strategies and priorities. Then treat data and students ethically, because this I'm specifically advising, and this is where the our goodwill hampers. I am quoting one of the example in Government Engineering College in Maharashtra, degree college, and they have uploaded the data for NBA team. Probably some miscommunication was there, data uploading or anyhow. And when NBA committee visited in that government engineering college in Maharashtra, After 1 hour, they left that institute and tell ki you have submitted wrong data. And they not assess that NBA and they withdrawn that visit. Then inform to NBA headquarters. This data is wrong data submitted by that college. And that principal, that HOD and the team, whole team was sacked, given memo, taken cognizance in their confidential reports. Because this violated the goodwill of that institute and that institute is having 60 years existence. Take example of one of the oldest institute in Maharashtra. They submitted that data anyhow, intentionally or wrongly or unknowingly. That data, wrong data was uploaded, and when NB team visited, that proved that this was wrong data. So hence that NB team not assess that, and they went on that, and because of that, their autonomy is in danger now. So we should not do that, whether it is knowingly or unknowingly. Please avoid that. Whatever data is there, submit that only. Even though will not be awarded NBR NEC, don't worry about that. Provide that data accurately, ethically. Because if you are providing that ethical data, then at least your management is with you. Your director is with you, your vice chancellor is with you. If you are providing wrong data, then your job is in danger because it is violating the goodwill of that college. And this is spreading mouth to mouth. Hence, this should not be happening. Please take that seriously. Because they, when NBA team or NAC team, they are visiting now online, it is there. Online, everything they are cross checking with the documents. We cannot means manipulate that data. Please don't do that. Provide accurate data. Then 7 applications of data analytics in education, that is educational data mining, then intelligent curriculum and adaptive content. Take example, now we are using ASAT model curriculum. And beyond that, some of institutions, they are providing some additional inputs to their students. Some industrial visits on their own, they are providing internship programs on their own expenditure, they are providing some foreign universities collaboration they are having, and they are providing in Amravati, one of college, they are providing this student, their students internship in Dubai, in Singapore, on their college expenditure. They are providing this service in last semester. So this can be possible. Then adaptive learning, then assisting management decisions, innovation, we can have that innovation even nowadays. AICT and UGC, they are providing that feast frontiers in science and technology, in which we are submitting that projects, and in case it is appealing and means accepted, then 2 lakh rupees per project it is awarded, grant is awarded. So this is helping us. Even some of the students are submitting their patents. Faculty is also submitting, but students are also submitting their patents. In my old college, one of PhD scholar, he has submitted a patent and he has been awarded PhD. And he is awarded means patent, and now he is registered and submitting his PhD thesis now. Means student, he has been awarded that innovation patent on his PhD topic. This is there. Then providing learners resource relevant to them, profile and learning goals, alternative to end of course assessment. Then 6 factors that influence the retrieval of knowledge. That is activation of prior knowledge, the subsequent processing of new information, matching context, facilitates recall, problem-based learning approach, enhances the student's long-term recall, process to remember studied concept is note. There is no automatic response, intuition or unconscious when we are talking about how to solve the problem. It is the importance of external awards. And automation is the key. Automation is the future here. Of course, you and me are beneficiaries of this. We are implementing nowadays Internet of Things, automation, and this is day by day we will be utilizing these computer softwares, computer facilities, even 5G mobile in metros. From 1st January, it has been offered 5G services. In remaining cities, it will be coming day by day. But in metros, it is now provided 5G in India. It is now utilized. in all state capitals and metro cities. All telephone operators, they are providing that. Mobile operators, mobile telephone providers, they are offering that 5G services. So hence automation is future. This online learning, you are attending these online classes, I am delivering this online lecture, you all think online, you applied this online, you will be getting this certificate print copy online. No need to visit any college. By sitting in your classroom, in your home, you are performing that, and online feedback form, online your confidential report you are submitting. Online teaching, online payment, online salary is going on, online railway reservation is there, automation is there, and we have to utilize that. Hence, this some Microsoft Excel and other this 6 to 7 software tools which I have told you, advise you, we to learn that. If we are not no harm in that, we can learn, but we should adopt that, possess that skills. Otherwise, we will be out of system because our management, you cannot be dependent on other person who is knowing. Because when you are preparing that data, management will be asking you provide this data, and we cannot request our colleague Arya Karke de. No, we should do on our own. We should take some pains. Of course, we can learn. No problem in that. Just the thing is, we should change our mind. I have to learn that. To change this mindset and be flexible, accept any challenge, then only you will be able to continue in the job. Otherwise, 360 degrees is difficult to achieve these marks, minimum marks. Otherwise, then nowadays, because managements are under pressure, government is also under pressure because 7 pay we are having comparatively good salary. We are provided good salary. Hence, there is some pressure on government, some private management also. And they will be expecting some more output from us. So we should be ready to provide that. Our experiences, our knowledge, our whatever resources we are, our qualities, we should work for that and we should provide that. Because this educational system is also just like industry now, service industry. So unless and until we provide good services, good facilities, then only students will be attracted to our institute. If students full seats are completed, then we will be getting full salary. Otherwise, just like example of in now schools, in Marathi medium and Hindi medium schools, now student shortage is there. And teachers have been advised by their principal headmasters to bring that student to classroom, otherwise your salary is deducted. Some of the posts have been abolished in schools and they have been transferred to remote places. So this can be with us also. So please be active, make that we are tuning with the present time. So my request to all of you, of course, some of my suggestions might be not accepting to you, some be bittering to you. This will be hard fact, but this we have to do because if we close our eyes, this doesn't mean it is night. The sky, sun is brightening. If we open, then we see the light is there. Light is there. We should take pains and we should do as per our expectations of our employers, our stakeholders. Then only our job is secured. Otherwise, there are chances of means out of we will be thrown out of system. That is there indirectly. So 360 is a benchmark for us. We should do that. And if we are excelling, our institute will be excelling. Then only both will be prospering. Otherwise, both will be drowning. So from my side, it is okay. So from your side, if any questions, welcome. Or any suggestions?
Any questions from participants? Queries are now open. You can ask anything if you want to.
But whatever facts I have highlighted here, these are the experience which I have feel. These are my personal experiences. And
And
I
sir,
share.
definitely participants have get good benefit of that. Your talk was very interesting, sir, wonderful, and very inspiring. And definitely the participant must have got inspired and benefited by your talk. And I'm just asking anybody have any query? Any participant? Want to ask anything?
So I will be sending these slides for PPT slides for participants.
Yes, sir.
No problem in that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be waiting, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Your talk was really inspiring and motivating for us. And we seek your cooperation and guidance in next session also, sir. We are planning for one more FDP on the same topic.
Okay.
So we'll seeking for your guidance, and we are seeking for your cooperation in our next session also,
So
sir.
when this will be?
So
You are
it's not yet decided. We are
okay.
just
You are planning, but
we are planning. We are
very
planning.
in advance so that I can add more additional data which I have not covered here.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure,
Now
sir.
these will be case studies of IIMs and IITs.
Yes,
What
sir.
is their course contents, and I am also having same content with me, but in that I will cover that topic.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. We'll inform you before time, sir.
Please, please, please. Thank
Definitely.
you. Yes.
Definitely, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for delivering such a energetic, interesting talk. Thank you very much, sir. And participants are requested to join back at 12. The next session will going to start at 12. So you all are requested to join back at 12.